Top 10 18+ exotic Indian web series to watch in 2020. Number 1, Sacred Games. Available only on Netflix.
The series is 16 episodes long and was released in 2018. This series can be viewed on Netflix. The story is like an honest officer called Sartaj Singh is being called by a notorious gangster. The story goes like that. Ganesh Gaitant, the gangster, said that in 25 days something very bad will happen in the city of Mumbai. After this phone call, the world of the cop transforms enormously and becomes unwelcome. There are some sizzling moments in this series and hence it is in this list. It's an obliging look. It has a wonderful plot, action, tension, dialogues, vocabulary etc. It's got a great story. I don't know what rock you are living under, if you haven't seen Holy Games yet. This series has transformed the face of the Indian web series practically. This web series has some S33 lacks, but overall it is clean.
Number 2, The Bull of Dale Street. Available only on Hulu. The first season of this series was published in 2020 for 3 seasons and 4 episodes each. This series can be viewed on Hulu by the users. This series is a tale from rags to money. The story is about the way a man is on his way to becoming Mumbai's wealthier stockbroker. Centered on the 90s real-life story, Dale Street's Bull has familiar faces such as Muhammad Iqbal Khan and Ashmit Patel, from Indian TV soaps. It's a story of 2 ambitious brothers who are moving to Mumbai to do amazing stuff. The story exposes their rage to become the primary provider for Mumbai from living in the streets. For one calls as in The Wolf of the Wall Street, this web version is also full of many sizzling and daring scenes, and this 2020 iteration of the adult web version is revamped. This series is a good attempt in Desi style to replicate a Hollywood story.
Number 3. Oh, Mother. Available only on Adda Times.
This is a 6-episode series and was launched in 2018. The addendums are eligible. Though it's a Bengali web series, it's on the Hindi web series list because it's worth to be stared at. Saurav is a young man who impregnates her girlfriend inadvertently. The next thing is his fight for his life and for his mistakes. Oh. Mother is a web series of the Bengali about a boy named Saurav, who is fed by his mother and his girlfriend who dictate his decision to live. The dilemma starts when he becomes pregnant with his sister and now his mother has to beg for help. He is only helped by his friend Pablo and Edge, a drug dealer. The whole round is funny and you are going to laugh a lot. It's also a tale like Come to an Age in which you can see Saurav's faults and his life. Number 4, Made in Heaven. Available only on Prime Video. This web series offers a kind of crazy, audacious, unique and insightful material. One of the other best Indian web series that people will watch is definitely one. The life of 2 wedding planners and companion Tara and Karen, Made in Heaven chronicles lies and errors. What differentiated the display was the complex portrayal of the problems such as polygamy, Section 377, income disparities, and violence of the Indian wedding circus, along with a realistic, funny and thought-provoking portrait of them. The site you can visit to see this series is Amazon Prime. Number 5, Uncensored. Available only on Altbalaji. Altbalaji is one of the leading manufacturers in the development of adult web series. Initiated in 2018, this adult web series is available on Altbalaji. It is only a brief twist to make it seem ambiguous. Mayank begins the story with a lift in his car for Kyra. The 2 strangers continue to tell each other odd 33 dream tales to pass time. For all apparent causes, the episode concludes with each other in bed. I sent you a spoiler, we are kidding here, if you think so. Can you expect something more to happen? All he promised to teach his viewers was caught by the show. Number 6, Mona Home Delivery. A very thoughtful web series capturing our society's bitter truth. This is a rather courageous effort to present from her viewpoint a story about a call girl. This story is about Mona, a girl who had a rough childhood. During her growth, she chose not to waste her life in these circumstances and instead decided to use her body to achieve a better life. On her way, the world isn't kind enough to a person like her. She understands. In the so-called society there is no respect for these people. This series is available in the Hulu app, published in 2019. Number 7 Virgin Basque. This 11-episode novel, published in 2019, is one more effort by Outbiology to highlight a mix of a sparkling past with some family entertainment and social messages from a S33 authoritarian protagonist. Bhaskar, a 26-year-old man who has a great deal of talent when it comes to novels by adults, is the tragedy of his becoming a virgin of lots of dreams. It's a funny adult sitcom with romantic spices and battles. The Outbiology range is accessible. Number 8. Gandhi Bhaat. This site series reveals the bleak story of rural India's dark fantasy. Control Me Rai Jazbat, Ekbar Sharuhon Gandhi Bhaat, Sachin Mahai tweets, director of Gandhi Bhaat. You know what's coming for you as you hear the director speak these words. This web series has generated Outbiology's shock waves. For Outbiology, one of her main casts, Anvshi Jain, was so popular that he became Google's most sought-after actress. The adult web series is based on depicting the 33-year-old rural India dreams which were previously in uncharted territory. Rural India has always proven to be a simplistic orthodox society in which S33 imaginations are just tabooistic. Each episode includes a different story, but one thing remains: Gandhi Bhaat's style. This series is available on the 13-episode Outbiology. Number 9. Maya, Slave of Her Desires. This series was published in 2017 and is available on the MX Player. A tale about 10 episodes depicts a tragedy that causes Sonia to lose its mind. In her former life, her husband digs extensively and learns something surprising to find a solution. The web series sincerely aimed to teach the Indian viewers everything. It had better than other adult internet series a good plot. The show takes the life of Sonia, a girl who is forgetting the last 6 months of her life because of some trauma. In trying to find the trigger, in her history, her husband needs to dig for answers. Sonia's inner world of deep S33ality and sick delusions is what he shares. The great thing about the show was that it did not take care of slutty scenes. The series had hidden messages, which I always liked, about marriage and social stigma. You can probably take a peek at Maya if you're looking for a performance that's both steamy and sensible.
Number 10. Class of 2020. This will be a 32-long episode novel, released in the year 2020. This story about teens and their struggles, available on Outbiology. It clearly demonstrates how young people's peers are suffering in this transition in their adulthood. After 2 years, Outbiology has unveiled the series of the 2017 class with the look similar to some distinguished places such as Rohan Mehra and Chetnapand in the Indian film industry. The web series consists of a group of high school colleagues. They had to confront teenage issues, uncertainty in relationships, lustful impulses, and medication in the last few years of their school lives.